Good evening. I'm Gord Fessick. I dabble in a little bit of audio processing from time to time. I'm going to show you how to do noise cancellation in an application called Goldwave. But any application that does noise cancellation based on another audio sample will work for this technique. It's the best way to get rid of noise because you're using the actual background noise as your source. You're telling your application, remove anything that sounds like this. This particular clip was supplied by Dreamsender of Hypnosystemsuk. When you're doing a self-hypnosis script, you want to take away distractions, and that includes removing background noises. In this sample here, it's a pretty low volume, and that happens because Windows by default will record at a very low volume. Her microphone's pretty sensitive, but we're going to give Goldwave here lots of noise to work with. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to maximize the volume. And all that does is it takes the highest peaking sound in the sample and it scales that up to 100% to its absolute maximum, and then it scales everything else in proportion to that. The end result is we get a waveform that looks like this. This is as loud as you're going to get without clipping or getting too loud. So now we're going to look for bits of the actual noise. I'm going to zoom in on this very beginning of the recording because Dreamsender's left me a nice big opening here, which is nothing but noise. This is her starting her recording and not actually doing anything with it. So let's just look for this. We'll make sure that it sounds just like noise. There's a bit of mouse clicking in there. We don't want that. We want just the background noise. So all that static that I'm hearing, I don't want anything else in there. I don't want breathing. I don't want throat noises. I don't want going testing 1, 2, 3. I don't want mouse clicks. I want just the background noise. There, that's a good sample. I'm going to copy that sample to the clipboard. There it is. Now I'm going to show all, select all. Now I'm going to do the actual filtering out of the noise reduction. Goldwave's nice because it has a use clipboard feature. That sample that I just copied, we've basically told Goldwave, remove anything that sounds like this. A lot of applications support that particular noise cancellation. You don't want to do it by hand if you've got the actual noise to work with. Now all these settings happen to be the recommended defaults. I'm going to do a nice big overlap because I've got a Core 2 and it'll take like seconds to process this 15-minute clip. If you got a slower PC, it'll go faster if you only do like a 4 times overlap. What the scale does is that tells me to remove 100% of the noise. I can tell it to go more than 100%, which would kind of overdo it. You might want to do that if there's still a little bit of noise coming through, or you may want to scale it back so that you're not introducing tinny artifacts to the actual audio that you want to keep. I typically pick 90% just to leave that little bit of noise left so I'm not messing with the original. Although for a self-hypnosis script where it's just voice, you want to go as close to 100% as you're comfortable with. If you've got background music, then you can scale this back so that your voice sounds more natural. In fact, my PC is so fast, I can even play it back and test it and make sure I've got no other noise. You look at this. This is just mouse clicks and thumping on the desk and throat noises and so forth. There's no background noise at all. That's perfect. So I'll just hit OK. There it goes. On my old Pentium 3, I used to have to go take a lunch break and come back to do a 15-minute clip. On my nice Core 2, it takes seconds. Nom nom nom, chew through that data. And now the end result is practically, to the human ear anyway, crystal clear. All I'm hearing now are mouse clicks and throat noises and desk thumps and all the things that you'd expect. But that background static is gone.
You may begin by taking a few deep, relaxing breaths.
And that is almost perfect. It's perfect to the human ear for our purposes. And that's all you got to do. Then you save your audio and you reattach it to your video. What I would do with this audio is if I was doing a movie, I would save a copy of the movie with the audio turned off, and then I would add this track as a replacement audio track, a voice track or a background track or something, and then resave the video with this new replacement audio. The end result, a nearly crystal clear audio recording with hardly any, if not none, background noise, just like out of a nearly professional recording studio. Wonderful work. This is Gord Fessick. If you got questions, send me a PM. I hope to hear from you soon. And don't forget to leave comments.